My name is Millie. We're here today because we've had a hearing to make a ruling about what legal defences we can rely on in our upcoming trial in November this year. And I think our case fits into a much wider context where you can see that the Crown Prosecution Service and the court system, as well as the police and the government, are cracking down heavily on any people who try and take action to prevent greater harm, such as the harm that is committed against Palestinians by the Israeli company Elbit Systems. We've seen happening across the political context in the UK where people who have taken action and who have trials in the courts in the UK have been banned from speaking about their motivations for why they took action. You've seen Judge Silas Reed ban protesters in his court from even mentioning specific words such as the climate crisis. And I think all this is operating in a context where any resistance to the government and the government's policies and practices around supporting companies who would destroy the environment or supporting companies who export arms, all of that is being heavily cracked down upon, and protesters are facing prison just for speaking out. I think the political context shows why, supporting Palestine is so key for everyone in the UK today, because Britain plays such a central role by supplying arms to Israel and by allowing companies like Elbit Systems to operate in the UK, where they then export weapons to Israel to be used against Palestinians, such as especially civilians in Gaza, but also increasingly in the West Bank. And in fact, we've seen recently the Israeli army commit genocide against the people of Jenin. And during that genocide, the Israeli military were using drones to carry out attacks against the civilian population. And in fact, what Elbit is doing especially must face resistance. We've seen recently Geoffrey Hinton of Google quit because he's warned that AI poses such a threat to humanity. And in fact, in the military attack by Israel against the people of Gaza in May 2021, we saw the use of an autonomous drone swarm to commit an independent act of extrajudicial killing. And so what we see now is the increased use of AI by companies like Elbit Systems to use autonomous weapon systems to commit murder against civilian populations. And this is a threat to everyone, everywhere, currently people of Palestine, but something that I think will be rolled out across the globe.